the Great Northwoods to the Rockmount Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, we'll have information regarding the identity of the person who was killed in a pedestrian crash in Newburgh on Friday. Plus, the International Association of Firefighters is raising awareness about the dangers of the very gear they wear to stay safe. And we'll hear about the new Maine Republican Party chair. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. We got some snow overnight here in Bangor. It's the light and fluffy stuff, perfect for recreational activities. But let's check out how it looks on the coast. Here we have Bar Harbor. This is a live cam from the Bar Harbor Inn looking west over Frenchman Bay. And it looks like they have really similar snow there on the coast. I wanted to check it out because sometimes when we have nice snow here in Bangor, it looks very different on the coast. But pretty shot down in Bar Harbor. All right, anyways, let's get a first check of that forecast with Devin Biggs.
Hey, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with all your fishing needs. Carrying ammo, Damascus knives, gold and silver buying and selling, and a novelty room. Concealed classes are available. Call today. All right, here we go. A new small craft advisory has been issued. It runs through about 1 a.m. Wednesday. Some gusty winds on the way for us today will cause the ocean to get stirred up yet again. We do have a system moving through right about now. It's bringing in a little bit of snow with it as well. It won't be anything too ridiculous. In total, about 1 to 2 inches of snow possible, where we have seen it fall this morning. And once the system clears out of here, we will be calm for a few days. Later in the week, brutally cold temperatures will be moving in with overnight lows that will hit below zero at times. But for now, though, the focus are these snow showers that are currently moving through, and they will clear out of here later on this morning, with the clouds even getting out of here as well. So that will mean plenty of sunshine throughout the afternoon period and some clear skies overnight tonight and in parts of tomorrow morning as well. So the winds, all right, they'll be a little gusty from time to time. Sustained winds at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, those winds will really begin to back off. Your forecast coming out for today, mid-20s, a few morning flurries, then becoming partly cloudy. The northwest wind gusting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 9 below, getting cold out there tonight with a mostly clear sky. And a northwest wind at about 20 miles per hour, making it feel colder. Alrighty, hourly forecast moving forward. Mixture of clouds and sun temperatures in the 20s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Maine State Police have identified the person killed in a pedestrian crash in Newburgh. According to spokesperson Shannon Moss, the pedestrian killed on Friday on Route 69 in Newburgh has been identified as 27-year-old Cameron Cluley of Newburgh. Moss says Cluley was struck by a vehicle on Route 69 at approximately 12:15 Friday afternoon. Maine State Police continue to investigate the circumstances of the fatal incident. According to Governor Janet Mills, Mainers can expect to see relief checks in the mail in the coming weeks. Devin Dagnall has more.
After a nearly month-long wait, Governor Janet Mills has announced that the first round of energy relief payments is in the mail.
Soon enough.
What was that?
Not soon enough.
On January 4th, the governor signed LD3, which, in part, guaranteed that 880,000 eligible Mainers would receive $450 checks to help combat the state's rising heating cost. Some Mainers say it's not the right move.
I don't think it's necessary. I think that energy costs are high and there's a reason for that, and the woman sending out those checks is responsible for the reason for those energy hikes. So I think she's just chasing her tail.
According to a press release from the governor's office, the first round covers 5,000 qualifying Mainers who could see checks in the mail as early as next week. The same press release announced starting next week, the Maine Revenue Service will be mailing out an estimated 200,000 checks per week. It was also stated most Mainers should receive their checks no later than the end of March.
Some people need help, and I believe they should be helped.
According to the Fuel Assistance Program Manager at Penquis, Lynn Lugden, the news about the checks couldn't have come at a better time.
I think the people in the state of Maine have really need this at this time. We're in the middle of the winter. We haven't had a lot of cold weather yet, but we are going to be receiving some, as we know, this weekend. So I think it will help a great deal, especially for the elderly.
In Bangor, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Law enforcement officials are taking time to remind people about the importance of keeping their vehicles in safe condition. Our Matthew Duroncic has more.
Heading deeper into winter, it's important to remember to keep your car up to date, and that starts with getting a proper inspection sticker.
If you're driving around with a blue inspection sticker in Maine, you're violating the law. So we're giving folks friendly reminders, don't drive around with a blue inspection sticker.
2023's car inspection sticker is an orange color. Greeley says driving around with the green sticker is fine, but to be aware that you'll eventually need to get your car checked out.
We want it to be a friendly reminder from the Holden Police Department. We're not looking to give you tickets. We don't benefit financially from giving you a ticket. We want to make sure you're complying with those sorts of things.
Being pulled over for an invalid inspection sticker usually results in a $148 fine. Starting Tuesday, if you happen to be pulled over in the town of Holden, you may have a different experience. Chief Greeley says his department will be giving violators a second chance to redeem themselves. If they agree to get a proper inspection sticker, they will earn a gift card while supplies last. Twin City Tire and Service Foreman Jake Worcester says doing a simple inspection makes a huge difference for everyone on the road.
So vehicle inspections are very important, not only for your safety, but the safety of everybody else on the road. Periodically, you need to check all the important items, tires, brakes, steering, suspension components.
Greeley says he wants all motorists to drive safely and be prepared for any conditions, especially during a very active winter season.
You're driving with bald tires, you're driving with defective brakes or lights that aren't working properly, and you've got a passenger, a loved one, somebody you care about, and something happens, right? You slip into another car, you cause an accident, you injure yourself, a loved one, or an innocent third party. There are a lot of legal ramifications for that.
In Holden, Matthew Juroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
As the statewide housing crisis continues to worsen, the city of Waterville is welcoming a new housing development. AJ Douglas heard from a Waterville resident in search of more affordable housing options in the area.
Residents across the state of Maine are feeling financial woes as housing rates continue to rise. Renters say finding affordable housing vacancies is a struggle.
It's very, very hard. I'm paying $900 plus lights right now.
Manor Gardens LLC is a family-owned realty company that has begun construction for 20 townhouse and duplex-style apartment units at 54 College Avenue in Waterville. The parent company, Archon Realty, has been renovating existing units on the north end of Waterville for the past 35 years.
Just trying to expand on their mission of providing just excellent quality, safe housing with a community atmosphere.
3 of the 20 duplex units underway will offer a affordable housing option.
The idea of having kind of up and downstairs living in one unit just to mitigate, having somebody above you or to the side of you, just to try to create an atmosphere, an environment where folks can kind of have their own privacy.
Mike Curran, co-owner and chief operating officer for Manor Gardens LLC, says the city of Waterville has supported the project from the very beginning.
If they know that there's a housing issue and they are trying to, promote new housing, promote really any housing they can, just to help with the inventory levels in the city.
Curran says phase 1 of the project is expected to be complete by end of 2023, and phase 2 would provide almost a dozen additional housing units on Maple Street. Apartments will cost between $1,300 to $1,350 for 2-bedroom apartments and $1,000 to $1,050 for 1-bedrooms, with the affordable housing units costing less. In Waterville, AJ Douglas, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Former Assistant House Minority Leader Joel Stetkis is now the new Maine Republican Party chair, following a disappointing midterm election for the GOP. Former Chair Demi Kazunas was ousted during a closed-door meeting over the weekend in Augusta. Stetkis, who used to represent House District 105, won with 83 votes compared to 57 for Kazunas. The change in leadership comes after Republican Paul LePage was handily defeated in the governor's race, and Republicans failed to flip either chamber. The International Association of Firefighters is raising awareness about PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, in firefighting turnout gear. We first told you about the forever chemicals found in firefighting gear last September. That's when firemen shared with us that their turnout gear has 3 layers: a thermal layer, a moisture layer, and an outer layer. layer. The PFAS is applied to the outer layer as a water-resistant agent, which helps shed water off the gear. Yesterday in Nevada, union leaders, lawyers, and firefighters gathered to discuss the negative impacts the toxic chemicals are having.
There's current studies right now that show higher levels of PFAS in firefighters. We get that chronic exposure every time we come to work. It can remain in your blood for 3 to 9 years, and they're showing high levels.
A new documentary called Burned was also released, revealing the significant exposure firefighters have had to have with these forever chemicals. Piles of food waste keep appearing in a cemetery in the city of Bath. City officials are trying to determine who is responsible and are questioning why someone would do such a thing. Asia Reed has the story.
Oak Grove Cemetery here in Bath has become a dumping ground for food waste. The director of Parks and Rec says this has to stop.
Piles of onions, tomatoes, and green pepper were at the cemetery Monday. The public confused on why the culprit chose this location.
Ideally, they'd be composting in their backyard, but probably not in a cemetery.
I don't think it's a good thing. I don't know why they're doing it.
There are 2 food waste drop-off sites here in Bath, one not too far from the cemetery. The city has a contract with Garbage to Gardens, which means it's free for residents.
We, aim to make composting as easy and accessible as possible, and it couldn't be easier than just showing up to the kiosk.
Caroline Fedigan says putting scraps there is useless. It won't be made into a reusable product as it would at a composting site.
What's more likely to happen is just the food scraps are going to be scattered around by the wind and by animals.
Parks and Rec members and Garbage to Gardens say they're not sure why someone is dumping this here or who is doing it. Residents have their theories.
Maybe they're trying to make a statement, whoever's doing it. I don't know.
I work in town, and I know that there's a lot of stuff that gets put into our dumpsters on occasion, so maybe they just don't have a place to put it.
Parks and Rec says to contact them if you know who is throwing their veggies out at the cemetery.
That's very strange. Well, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Literacy Volunteers of Bangor are organizing their biggest fundraising event of the year, and they're in need of more volunteers to make it happen. But before we go, let's take another look at that forecast. Partly cloudy in the sky today. The snow is going to fizzle out. Highs of around 26 degrees. Tonight, though, it is going to be chilly. -9 degrees. We will likely see some more snow showers. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer than tonight, at least. High of 21 degrees and partly cloudy.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If a big truck hurts you, we'll make them pay you every single dollar you deserve for your injuries. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a big truck? Come out on top. Call the Twos. Call 222-2222.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Body Graphics Tattoo and Piercing Studio, Coastal Auto Parts, Electrify Maine, Loring Job Corps, Overhead Door Company of Bangor, and Rack Attack Basketball.
The law. If you break it,
you didn't pay rent.
You'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC7.
This week on Wheel.
This man used to play Wheel of Fortune in his bathtub. How does that work?
When I was little.
Hear Liam's embarrassing explanation. Plus,
how about Wheel of Fortune? You pretty good at that?
I'm good at everything, baby.
You call me baby.
Don't miss the fun.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. In a letter to readers of the Bangor Daily News, the general manager of print, Todd Johnston, told subscribers that the newspaper will be doing digital only on Mondays starting in March. The newspaper says that this is a way to save on the growing expense of printing and delivering the newspaper 6 days a week. Johnston says that the savings will enable them to maintain the staff of journalists who work to provide news from around the state. The change to the service takes effect on March 6th. Literacy Volunteers of Bangor says they're looking for some volunteers to have fun while helping the organization. The nonprofit helps adults who want to improve their reading skills, and they are fundraising to support that mission. Their biggest fundraiser is a literacy tea event on April 2nd. Volunteers decorate tables using their choice of a children's book theme and host people at the table. Volunteers are also needed to pour beer at Bangor on Tap on April 8th. It's a 4 or 8 hour shift, and vendors donate money to literacy volunteers for the amount of time volunteers spend pouring beer.
So, some people say, well, I can't commit to being a tutor. That's a weekly commitment. That's a little bit too much that I can give at this time. But this one time a year episodic volunteer of 4 hours to pour beer is perfect.
Who's interested in volunteering for either event should sign up by March 10th. You can get more information by going to their website or calling Literacy Volunteers of Bangor. Of course, head to foxbangor.com if you need that reminded. Well, the time now is 6:16. After the break, we'll check out the ribbon-cutting ceremony at Husson University yesterday, celebrating their new Center for Marketing. Plus, we'll hear from a local woman who has made it her duty to ensure that local headstones stay tidy and recognizable, all while learning some history, too. Those stories and more when we return.
Before and Bath Fitter. Before and Bath Fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub-over-tub process, there's no mess or stress. Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits. Bath Fitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
A Hamden woman is taking her love of genealogy and history to the grave. Jackie Murch spends a lot of volunteer hours at Maine cemeteries where she cleans the headstones belonging to those who lived long ago. As Jody Hersey shares, it's an act of service this resident is pleased to provide for her community.
Jackie Murch finds purpose as well as peace at the Locust Grove Cemetery in Hamden. It's just one of the locations in Maine where during the warmer months she spends her time cleaning headstones of those who are laid to rest.
Just the sense of doing something for the community that nobody else is doing, and that maybe it doesn't look important, but when you're driving by it all day, what does it say about the town you live in?
Murch learned decades ago that towns maintain the cemetery grounds and trim trees if necessary, but no one is in charge of repairing or cleaning the stones.
And if there's no family left in the area, then they just topple over or they get covered with lichen and they're not legible.
So Murch looked into and ordered the same cleaning solution used at Arlington National Cemetery.
It doesn't hurt the stone, it doesn't hurt any of the vegetation or plants that are around it, and over time it just lightens and lightens and lightens.
Through her meticulous cleaning and care, Murch has uncovered headstones of Maine's sailors, stonecutters, and even a war hero who served under Napoleon I. Markers that were previously unreadable, now on display for all to see.
You can just lose yourself in what you're doing, and I don't know, I love it.
Murch says spending time at Maine cemeteries is a cleaning project she is both honored and privileged to provide for those who have made our country and communities what they are today.
It just says that they are important, that just because they are gone does not mean that we just write them off. We're here, and we have what we have in this community because of what people before us did.
In Hamden, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And Maine certainly has some beautiful cemeteries. Husson University celebrated the opening of a new center for marketing earlier yesterday during a ribbon-cutting ceremony.
3, 2, 1...
One Circle Agency is a student-run marketing and graphic design center where students will create marketing plans as well as logos and websites for corporate partners and area businesses. The university also celebrated the debut of its new mobile production unit.
They really enjoy the experiential learning. From the standpoint it prepares them for the jobs that they're going to have in the future. Additionally, the mobile production unit, all the equipment is brand new. And so to put it together, have students be involved, and now have them be able to use it is just amazing.
Hansen says the center mutually benefits students and the businesses and organizations they partner with. The time is now 6:21. Let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with all your fishing needs, carrying ammo, Damascus knives, gold and silver buying and selling, and a novelty room. Concealed classes are available. Call today. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. Small craft advisory remains in effect till about 1 a.m. Wednesday morning. This is a new advisory issue because we have some winds on the way today that will help to stir up the ocean from time to time, too. That will begin to calm down overnight tonight as temperatures do get a little chilly, but for now, you see the idea right here. We do have some snow currently tracking through. The darker bands of blue indicate some more of the heavier snow, about 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. There are no advisories in effect for the snow, so we'll just have a little bit falling now, be about it. Mainly been falling near the Bangor area and areas to the south and east. So give it a while this morning, then this will begin to get out of here. The clouds will even begin to break up as well. And that will give us plenty of sunshine for the afternoon period as high pressure here starts to set up shop. And that will also usher in some cooler temperatures. Overnight lows tonight will get below zero in a few spots. So futurecast for today will push the snow out of here. Clouds getting out here during the afternoon period. So decreasing clouds will be the general idea. Lots of sunshine during the afternoon period. A mostly clear sky later on tonight, and that will allow temperatures to cool off as well. A lot of sunshine to start things off for you Wednesday. Maybe a few passing clouds during the afternoon. But the good news is we'll at least get to see some sunshine moving forward for at least the next few days, especially though once we get some temperatures that will be falling, the sunshine will at least help to make it feel a little bit nicer. Any additional snowfall looks a little bit like this. Nothing too ridiculous on the way. Hardly anything before we're all finished up, so a lot of the snow is just about done as it begins to move out. Here's our snow depth right now. 25 inches of snow on the ground near the Caribou area. Areas to the south like in Bangor, currently at 7 inches for that snow depth. Wave heights are up right now, which is why the new advisory is up. 3 to 5 foot wave heights presently being noted along the coast at this time. And we'll keep that going until about 1 a.m. for your Wednesday. Our average high is 28 degrees. We'll reach for the mid-20s today. The lower 20s for your Wednesday. Back in the upper 20s for your Thursday. Cooling off 12 degrees Friday. That high temperature will be hit early. 4 below for the high on Saturday. That will hurt. Then back in the 30s again Sunday and also in your Monday. Forecast for today, mid-20s, a few morning flurries, then becoming partly cloudy. Northwest wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 9 below, mostly clear and cold out there. The northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, 21 degrees, partly cloudy. Southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. Thursday is Groundhog Day. Will be mostly cloudy with highs in the upper 20s. 12 degrees Friday, partly cloudy. That high temperature will be hit early. 23 below Friday night. That one will hurt as well. 4 below for the high on Saturday with a mostly sunny sky.
Angie's List is losing the list. From now on, it's just Angie.
Oh, I get it. You're all Gen Z now.
Not exactly. Hi, it's because now you can compare upfront prices and book a service instantly.
Sounds easy.
Super easy. Start your home project at Angie.com.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyu.
Starting this Thursday, Robin Roberts is taking you on a live adventure to New Zealand. See all the breathtaking natural beauty, plus Robin bungee jumping off the Sky Tower in Auckland. Wait, are you kidding me, Robin? It's GMA Live from New Zealand.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Napa knows how to stay warm. And with 29 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts has just what you need to prepare for any outdoor activity. Lightweight, durable, and designed for comfort, Milwaukee's heat-on-demand jackets and hoodies are the perfect cold weather gear. No matter the job, no matter the weather, you'll be ready for anything. And while you're here, sign up for Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine, and now for your national news. We're still months away from a potential U.S. default, but the deal-making is underway between Republicans on Capitol Hill and the White House. The problem is both seem really far apart already, with little energy to compromise. Fox News correspondent Lauren Blanchard is in Washington with more.
The budget and debt limit standoff continues as Republicans are adamant the White House agreed to spending cuts in exchange for their votes to raise the debt ceiling.
To think that the president believes there's no place in government you can't cut and have a savings for the hardworking taxpayers, there's so much waste out there. And we've got to put ourselves back on a trajectory that balances.
Wednesday, Speaker Kevin McCarthy is planning to meet with President Biden, where the debt limit will be a top priority.
Show me your budget, I'll show you mine.
A White House spokesperson said Speaker McCarthy is using cuts to Medicare and Social Security as ransom in their negotiations, but Republicans deny that claim.
Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, interest on the national debt are all on the mandatory side of the spending equation, and Speaker McCarthy has been clear and unequivocal that Medicare and Social Security will be safe and not cut.
The nation's debt is more than $31 trillion. The U.S. Treasury is already using extraordinary measures to pay the nation's bills. But Secretary Janet Yellen warned if Congress doesn't raise the limit by sometime in June, the U.S. could be facing a historic and disastrous default.
Everyone's life in this country will take many steps backward if we default.
It's not just House Republicans that want cuts. Roughly half of GOP senators have signed a letter demanding spending reforms to reduce the deficit. Without them, they will not vote for a debt ceiling increase. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
The immigration crisis is a long way away from the southern border. Dozens of migrants in Midtown Manhattan are refusing orders to move to Brooklyn. Fox News correspondent David Lee Miller is in New York with the latest.
Dozens of migrants living on the streets of Manhattan's West Side are refusing the city's demand to pack up. They are all single men who were told this weekend they were being relocated from a hotel to make room for migrant families, including women and children. Some refused to leave their rooms and spent the day negotiating with city officials. The men were all provided new housing at a cruise line terminal in Brooklyn that has been set up as a temporary shelter. Advocates for the migrants say this is a video recorded at the site. A number of the migrants say the terminal is cold, doesn't have enough bathrooms, and is too far away from businesses where they could find work. This man who said he was from the Dominican Republic, broke down in tears, explaining why he would rather live on the street.
I feel bad because they are treating us really poorly by taking us to that place. That place is not for human beings. Do you understand?
The mayor's office issued a statement reading in part, "The facilities at the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal will provide the same services as every other humanitarian relief center in the city." City officials say 42,000 migrants, most bused from Texas, arrived in the cities in spring and overwhelmed the budget and resources. Other cities, including Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia, are struggling to cope with migrant influxes. In Chicago, the mayor is asking for $54 million to fund emergency services for migrants. For now, authorities say some are being housed in a public school. Some residents oppose the plan.
You are helping people different countries instead of helping people in this country.
The standoff continues at the migrant encampment this evening on Manhattan's West Side. The migrants say they will not leave, and the city says they cannot return to the hotel. One migrant from Venezuela told us they will remain on the street until they receive acceptable permanent housing. In New York, David Lee Miller, Fox News.
A suicide bomber kills dozens in a mosque in Pakistan on Monday. 59 people were killed and over 150 wounded as a result of the attack in the city of Peshawar. Reports say most of the casualties were police officers. More than 300 worshippers were said to be praying in the mosque when the bomber set off his explosives vest. The Pakistani Taliban originally claiming credit for the attack, but hours later, the terror group's spokesman denied the claim. No official word yet on who was responsible for the attack. The United States is shipping more than 60 Bradley tanks to Ukraine. The tanks were driven onto a cargo ship in North Charleston, South Carolina last week, and they're now making their way to the war-torn nation. They're part of the latest U.S. military aid package to Ukraine. This is the first installment. The U.S. has pledged to send Ukraine more than 40 more of the war machines. The U.S. military says it's providing Ukrainian forces with additional offensive and defensive capabilities to help them protect their borders against Russia's invasion, which has been going on for more than 11 months. Turning to the latest in the Tyre Nichols case, 3 responding Memphis fire personnel fired and 2 Memphis police officers have been relieved of duty. One of them has just been identified, and Nichols' parents are asking why he's not also facing charges in their son's death. ABC's Justin Finch with the details.
Memphis police announcing 2 more officers are relieved of duty as his probe into Tyre Nichols' death continues. One seen here trying to taser Nichols.
Put your hands behind your back.
Officer Preston Hemphill was on scene for that first January 7th confrontation between officers and Nichols, but not the second time when Nichols was tackled and beaten. After learning Nichols was found nearby, Hemphill heard saying,
I hope they stop it.
Hemphill now on leave pending an investigation.
I think that all of them should pay, along with the white officer that was tasing my son.
5 Memphis police officers fired and facing second-degree murder charges. Attorneys for 2 of them say their clients intend to plead not guilty. The New York Times reports those officers appear to beat Nichols with a baton at least 3 times and punch him in the head at least 5 times, which ABC News has not independently verified. 3 Memphis Fire Department personnel involved in treating Nichols also fired, and 2 responding Shelby County Sheriff's deputies now relieved of duty pending investigation. Nichols' death reigniting police reform talks in the Senate, with Republican Lindsey Graham proposing officer protection from lawsuits while allowing departments to be sued.
We owe it to all of the families who have lost loved ones in these horrible acts of brutality to pass a law that will help ensure justice and accountability in our policing system.
We should have simple legislation that we can agree upon, that has been agreed upon in the past.
And Memphis police tell ABC News those 2 additional officers were not named initially because they were not fired. The department typically identifies officers relieved of duty after an investigation ends.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll get an update from a local woman with a terminal illness who is gathering funds to make one of her dreams come true. This and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors. Buy from the best, forget the rest.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Booth Electric and United Energy, Coffee Break Cafe, JC's Variety, Leo & Sons Auto Repair, McCusick Petroleum Company, and Prouty Auto Body.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
At the Bangor Grand Hotel and Conference Center, you will discover a new dimension of comfort. We've got newly updated rooms, suites, and a new and improved lobby. Our Blue Sky Lounge and restaurant features exceptional food, flavors, and service. We welcome the weary travelers, the sharp-dressed businessman, the overnight basketball tourney fans, and of course, families on their fun adventures. Many of our guests tell us we've become their home away from home. Moving forward is in our design here at the Bangor Grand, and we'll continue to improve on the things we do best, like exceeding your expectations.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Today is January 31st, 2023. Happy last day of January, everyone. We've made it out of January. Today is also National Hot Chocolate Day. Do you like yours with water or milk? On this day in history, in 1928, Scotch tape was first marketed by the 3M Company. They're still in business today selling tape. And in 1944, Operation Overlord, also known since as D-Day, was postponed until June. In 1958, Explorer 1, the first artificial space satellite orbited by the United States, marks our entry into the space race. And for birthdays, today we have iconic ball player Jackie Robinson, who was born in Georgia in 1919. And it's also pop star Justin Timberlake's birthday, who is 42. Happy birthday to them. All right, let's switch gears and check in with meteorologist Evan Biggs, who's going to tell us what that snow is going to do.
Hey, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with all your fishing needs. Carrying ammo, Damascus knives, gold and silver buying and selling, and a novelty room. Concealed classes are available. Call today. All right, here we go. A new small craft advisory has been issued. It runs through about 1 a.m. Wednesday. Some gusty winds on the way for us today will cause the ocean to get stirred up yet again. We do have a system moving through right about now. It's bringing in a little bit of snow with it as well. It won't be anything too ridiculous. In total, about 1 to 2 inches of snow possible, where we have seen it fall this morning. And once the system clears out of here, we will be calm for a few days. Later in the week, brutally cold temperatures will be moving in with overnight lows that will hit below zero at times. But for now, though, the focus are these snow showers that are currently moving through, and they will clear out of here later on this morning, with the clouds even getting out of here as well. So that will mean plenty of sunshine throughout the afternoon period and some clear skies overnight tonight and in parts of tomorrow morning as well. So the winds, all right, they'll be a little gusty from time to time. Sustained winds at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we head towards tomorrow, those winds will really begin to back off. Your forecast coming out for today, mid-20s, a few morning flurries, then becoming partly cloudy. The northwest wind gusting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 9 below, getting cold out there tonight with a mostly clear sky. And a northwest wind at about 20 miles per hour, making it feel colder. Alrighty, our early forecast moving forward. Mixture of clouds and sun, temperatures in the 20s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. Now switching gears, Susan Curran, who we last spoke to back in December, shared an update on her plans to travel across the nation as a part of a bucket list following her terminal cancer diagnosis. Curran says she feels great despite repeated bone cancer treatments, and she is still planning to visit every national park in the country. She started a GoFundMe account asking for $10,000 to finance the cross-country trip. At this time, Curran has met just over $6,000 towards her goal. Now Curran is offering to donate her hair to a foundation that makes wigs for children with cancer in an effort to meet the $10,000 mark.
Now I really needed the $10,000 as my goal because gas prices are so high, and I really need to have that in a reserve for when I get out there, so I'm not stranded somewhere waiting for my next check to come through.
Curran plans to begin the nationwide trip in September. And when we return, Tyler Cruz will have your sports updates. We'll be right back.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Kwang Li Chinese restaurant in Pittsfield has a wide selection of tasty dishes, including poo-poo for two with rice, General Tao chicken, sesame chicken, beef teriyaki, and more. They are just minutes from Interstate 95 Pittsfield exit.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Old Town Redemption Center, O&J Folsom Incorporated, Spalding's Bangor Radiator, and Wisteria Floral and Gifts.
You know, I love me some good GMA in the morning. Robin, George, Michael, and GMA. Now that's how you start your day.
Good morning, America.
Yep, bring your friends.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We'll start with some hoops. Don't look now, but Maine men's basketball is on a 3-game win streak, with 2 of them coming against the top team in America East at the time. The Black Bears beat Albany this past weekend for their 3rd win in a row after beating Binghamton and UMass Lowell, who each sat in first place when the matchup happened. Their win this past weekend was a 4-point victory on the road, with Maine clinching the win late in the second half. This past season, it's kind of gone the other way in those close games. We caught up with head coach Chris Markwood, who said the defense is what's really been making the difference for his team as of late.
Some of them went in the wrong direction for us through the early part of conference play, but we were in position in a lot of those games and just couldn't finish them out. And I thought, the last couple, we've made the toughness plays that we've needed to, especially on the defensive side of the basketball, to finish those games. And I think that's been the biggest difference. I think if you look at this 3-game win streak.
A huge piece for Maine the whole season, really, but especially these last few games, has been freshman guard Jaden Clayton, who's celebrating his birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Jaden. Clayton gave Maine a late lead in the second half against Albany, and then he pretty much sealed it with some last-minute free throws, too. Coach Markwood says that Clayton's talent has been on display all season, but now he's starting to match that with some confidence.
We knew coming in he was prepared to play right away at this level. And I think with him, as any freshman, you've just seen the growth in terms of confidence. I think he knew deep down that he was going to be able to come in and be an impact guy, and he was from day one. I mean, he had some great games for us early on, but he's just really settled in on both sides of the ball.
All right, they look to keep it going Wednesday at Bryant, tournament team from last year. Let's stay with the Black Bears now, and we'll stay on the hardwood. It was an impressive win on Saturday for Maine women's basketball. They avenged their conference finals loss to Albany, and it was another big game for sophomore Adriana Smith, who was once again named the conference's Player of the Week. It's her third time being recognized as the America East Player of the Week. She averaged 21.5 points, 10 rebounds, and 3.5 assists in Maine's 2 wins. She tallied her conference-leading 11th double-double on Wednesday and then scored 22 points with 9 rebounds in the win over Albany over the weekend. She scored in double figures in 11 straight games and is looking to make it an even dozen this Wednesday when the Black Bears host Bryant. Bryant on Wednesday, the men at Bryant Wednesday. Let's go to the ice now. A Monday matinee in Class A girls hockey will head to Penobscot Ice Arena. The Cape Fleet Riots are making the trip up to Brewer, and they are playing the Penobscot Pioneers. Pioneers up 1 when we kick this one off in the first period. Jordan Williams looking for more, but Abby Steinhagen makes the save. Later in the first, Riots now. Marina Bassett makes her move and fires, and we are all tied at 1 after that goal. So to the second period we go. It's Jordan Williams again from Brewer. She risked this one just over the glove of Steinhagen. Gets her revenge from earlier. Penobscot in the lead 2-1. After another goal, so 3-1. Here is Williams again in the third. Fires it home. That's going to make it 4-1, and Pioneers go on to win 5-1 for their 6th straight victory. All right, let's do some hoops now. We will stay in Brewer here as we go check out the Witches taking on the Bulldogs from Lawrence. Witches looking to stay perfect. They have been hot to start the season. Brady Saunders and company looking to stop the Bulldogs. We'll start this in the second half. Brewer up, Lawrence climbing back. Michael Hamlin gets into the lane, pulls up, and drains it for 2. And then it's Brewer. Brock Flagg to Brady Saunders to Evan Netto. Back to Brock Flagg. Back to Brady Saunders for 2. Let me know if you got dizzy right there. And then it's Flagg. No sharing this time. He's going to get it from Saunders and just bury the long-range triple in the eye of the defense. The Bulldogs weren't done, though. Off the steal right here, that's going to be an easy 2 for Connor Nutting, who lays it in. But then it's Flagg running the break right here. He is going to find Netto for the tough 2 in traffic. Brewer wins again, 68-43. Across the river we go and over to the Cross Insurance Center. John Baptist girls, they are hosting the Ponies from Foxcroft Academy. Picking this up in the second half. It's a close game. Ponies have it. Maddie Kimball finds Allie Smith. She dribbles, turns, and banks it home for 2. And then it's the Crusaders on the other end. Claire Gattani, she's going to go baseline, stops, pops, floats it home for 2 for them. Back the other way now. Sam Ossenfort on the drive. She gets it over to Hallie Page. Catch and shoot from the corner. She drains that one. Foxcroft goes on to win 38-25. All right, we will shift things over to the stable now. Skowhegan Riverhawks paying a visit to the Class AA Broncos of Hamden Academy. First quarter we start. Riverhawks with it. Ariana Lewis finds Annabelle Morris. She gets into the paint, finishes smoothly with the left hand right there. Back the other way. It's going to be Lucy Wiles. She drives, gets around the defense. Nice Euro step there and gets the layup to go. This was a back and forth game. Riverhawks now, it's Allie Frey in the lane. She's going to get the tough post shot to go. And then here she is again, sharing the ball this time. Sharing is caring. She finds Maddie Morris in the corner. She drains the triple. Riverhawks win a close one, 42-36. All right, a lot of action on Monday night. Can't wait to see what is in store on Tuesday. That's all the time we have for sports. Be right back after the break.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard to buy for a relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
Comfort Shoes and More will make winter easier. Next Grip men's and ladies' boots feature cutting-edge technology to make walkways a breeze. Corkers are made with interchangeable soles to conquer the roughest winter conditions. Navitec with the flip it and clip it spikes make you confident no matter what the conditions are. Bruce McDonald's trained podorthist will make sure the fit is perfect for you. See why thousands of people have trusted Comfort Shoes and More for all of their footwear. Take the drive today to Comfort Shoes and More in Newport.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Borrowing money is about to get more expensive. The Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates by a 0.25 percentage point at a policy meeting this week. It would be the 8th rate hike since last March and the second straight smaller hike as inflation starts to cool. Still, Chair Jerome Powell is expected to emphasize the fight to tame high inflation is not over. Hiring managers say jobs are available, but many candidates don't have the skills required to fill them. Fox Business Network's Jerry Willis has a look at the story and more in Fox Means Business.
If you've got the skills, you've got the job. According to a new survey from business consulting firm Robert Half, nearly 60% of companies plan to add permanent positions in the first half of 2023. That's up from the end of last year. But get this, 9 out of 10 hiring managers say it is still hard to find workers with the right skills. Meantime, drivers starting the week looking at elevated prices at the pump. The national average for regular unleaded gas holding steady over the weekend, a gallon at $3.51, up more than 30 cents over the past month. To Wall Street, and a rough start to the week for your money. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ all lower on Monday. And who knew the biggest tech threat for a company could be coming from within? According to a survey from accounting firm EisnerAmper, 71% of business executives are worried about accidental staff errors as a major cybersecurity threat, almost on par with outside hackers. That's business. I'm Jerry Willis.
Now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with one final look at our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop with all your fishing needs, carrying ammo, Damascus knives, gold and silver buying and selling, and a novelty room. Concealed classes are available. Call today. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. Small craft advisory remains in effect till about 1 a.m. Wednesday morning. This is a new advisory issue because we have some winds on the way today that will help to stir up the ocean from time to time, too. That will begin to calm down overnight tonight as temperatures do get a little chilly. But for now, you see the idea right here. We do have some snow currently tracking through. The darker bands of blue indicate some more of the heavier snow. About 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. There are no advisories in effect for the snow, so we'll just have a little bit falling. That'll be about it. Mainly been falling near the Bangor area and areas to the south and east. So give it a while this morning, then this will begin to get out of here. The clouds will even begin to break up as well. And that will give us plenty of sunshine for the afternoon period as high pressure here starts to set up shop. And that will also usher in some cooler temperatures. Overnight lows tonight will get below zero in a few spots. So futurecast for today will push the snow out of here. Clouds getting out of here during the afternoon period. So decreasing clouds will be the general idea. Lots of sunshine during the afternoon period. A mostly clear sky later on tonight. And that will allow temperatures to cool off as well. A lot of sunshine to start things off for you Wednesday. Maybe a few passing clouds during the afternoon. But the good news is we'll at least get to see some sunshine moving forward for at least the next few days, especially, though, once we get some temperatures that will be falling. The sunshine will at least help to make it feel a little bit nicer. Any additional snowfall looks a little bit like this. Nothing too ridiculous on the way. Hardly anything before we're all finished up, so a lot of the snow is just about done as it begins to move out. Here's our snow depth right now. 25 inches of snow on the ground near the Caribou area. Areas to the south, like in Bangor, currently at 7 inches for that snow depth. Wave heights are up right now, which is why the new advisory is up. 3 to 5 foot wave heights presently being noted along the coast at this time. And we'll keep that going until about 1 a.m. for your Wednesday. Our average high is 28 degrees. We'll reach for the mid-20s today. The lower 20s for your Wednesday. Back in the upper 20s for your Thursday. Cooling off 12 degrees Friday. That high temperature will be hit early. 4 below for the high on Saturday. That will hurt. Then back in the 30s again Sunday and also in near Monday. Forecast for today, mid-20s, a few morning flurries, then becoming partly cloudy. Northwest wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 9 below, mostly clear and cold out there. The northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, 21 degrees, partly cloudy. Southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. Thursday is Groundhog Day. Will be mostly cloudy with highs in the upper 20s. 12 degrees Friday, partly cloudy. That high temperature will be hit early. 23 below Friday night. That one will hurt as well. 4 below for the high on Saturday with a mostly sunny sky.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Here's this week's featured deal.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
On sale Thursday at 9 a.m. A limited supply available half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Cat Tracks Incorporated, Central Maine Denture, John Baptist Memorial High School, Natural Living Center, Rack Attack Basketball, and Silver Fox Automotive.
In the tradition of Monk and Columbo, meet Will Trent.
Seemed like a great guy to me.
The investigation is on.
We are solving this thing. Always.
New Will Trent, tonight on ABC.
Welcome back to your final segment of Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. The Powerball jackpot is on the rise again as no winners were announced yesterday. The jackpot is estimated at $613 million, and the cash value estimate of $329 million is the 9th largest in the game's history. One ticket in Texas matched 5 numbers and the power play for $2 million, while 3 tickets earned $1 million. The last jackpot winner came on November 19th in Kansas for $92.9 million. Well, that's all for now. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7. You can stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22. And if you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com. Have a great day.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift?
No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
It's high school basketball season.